7, 8, 9, some triplets. So you can really remix the music that you made. Okay, so welcome. I'm Tobias from Teenage Engineering. I'm pleased to meet you like this. For now, we have to bear with this situation. So this will be a talk about the new pocket operator that we just put out. Pocket Operator PO133 Street Fighter. And it's an official collaboration with Capcom. So everybody who's ever played the Street Fighter game will get goosebumps or that's at least our impression when we talk about this. If you haven't played the game, you can still enjoy it a lot. So it's a pocket operator, which is a handheld, battery-powered small sequencer that allows you to make music on the go, basically. And this is based on the PO33, the Knockout, which is our biggest seller. We've sold quite a lot of all of them, but the KO, the Knockout, is the biggest seller so far. And it's a micro sampler, we call it. So that means you can sample sounds using the microphone and then make beats and make patterns with it. It comes with Street Fighter themed graphics. The information on this display here is representing some of the characters. And as you trigger the different pads, they move to the the beats. So let me start with the basics. A sequencer is a way to put music notes or music information in an order. So you see all these buttons and you see a play button here. If I press the play button, I see that there's a little play indicator going through all these buttons. Let's start fresh here, so I'll do it like this. So now if I press play, I see this little thing going on the buttons here. But I haven't programmed anything. So to program, I need some sounds. So I hold sound, and I can see that the number 1 is blinking here. So sound 1. Now I've selected the I guess a bass sound or something. So this is one of the samples that's already in as factory default. So sound 1 sounds like that. Sound 2, a melody sound. Sound 3, like a chord thing, and a flute. So as you can see, the 1, 2, 3, and 4 is lit, but 5, 6, 7, 8 are not lit. So if I press any of these, nothing can be heard because it's no content there. And if you see on the side here, it says, let's see, melodic. So 1 to 8 are melodic sounds, meaning you can play a chromatic scale, and 9 to 16 are drums, meaning if I select the drum sound, so sound and some of these here, sound 13, for instance, are some drum sounds, and these are all sounds from the game. So if somebody has played the game, they will recognize the sounds. Sound 14.
Japan, China, USA, Brazil, fight! You win, you lose.
So it's all based on the game. Sound 15. Some fighting sounds, and 16. are some more fighting sounds. So let's start with maybe the drums. So I go sound 13. That's where my drum kit is. Okay, I want to start with the bass drum. So I know that's here. Okay, I go to pattern and I select this pattern here. Doesn't matter which, but I want to use pattern 16. So pattern 16, I see that's blinking. You can see that as well here, P16. And I already erased it, but I'll show you how to do that. Record pattern. It says clear now. So now it's empty. If I press play, no sound is going to be heard. And then I have my kick that I selected, sound 13, and then the 1 button. That's my drum, my bass drum. I press, excuse me, I press right, and you see that little right symbol. It says edit or perform. So edit. Now I can place triggers here in the sequencer steps. So it's the 16-step sequencer. I have 1 to 16, and the buttons are. I usually say it's subtitled because it's under the button what's corresponding. So if I hold here, that's 4, but if I hold here, this is 8. So it's sometimes confusing, but it's what's written under the button that's corresponding to the button. Okay, sound 13. I want that sound, and finally I'm gonna press right to have this symbol lit. Now I'm in programming mode, and I press here. You can see it lights up maybe. I press here, here, and here. Oh, I didn't. There we go. So now I should have been. Now we should. When I press play now, we should hear doom, 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 doom. And then the play marker will go like this. Doom, 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 doom. So if I press play, there we go. Maybe only 2. So the boom, 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 like that. Okay. And then I want another sound. So I want, oh, sorry. I exit right mode. So that symbol goes away. Now I'm in performance mode. I can trigger my sounds. Oh, a nice snare. So I press that, press right, and press here and here, let's say. And now I should have doom, like that. Perfect. I have a simple backbeat going. Then I can have that playing while I'm in performance mode. So this symbol is not lit. Press right to go out of that mode. And then sound 1 maybe. I want something like this. So I can step record like I did here. I press right and then press the different steps, or I can live record. So I press play. I'm not in right mode. I'll find whatever I wanted to program. So let's do something like that. So okay, play, and then I hold right, and then I can trigger in the beat. So instead of going right, pressing each step that I wanted, I just press play, hold right, and then I can record live while the beat is playing. Okay, so now we have drums from this slot here, and then we have some bass sounds. We can go sound 2 maybe, and I can play live on top of what I'm doing, or I can record this as well. And as you can hear, it's just a 1 bar loop right now. I'm just using one pattern of 16. So I'm holding pattern, and you see this is blinking. That means that I'm on pattern 16. So I'm just using this 1 one bar loop basically. So sound 2. This was my melody. So I'll find something I want to play. Something like that. Again, I hold right. It's kind of tricky to do it two-handed if you want to play two-handed. So I'll just do like this, hold right. And I did it. Unfortunately, I wanted to make a mistake. So let's see if I do it again. So again, I'll hold right. Oh, I didn't like that. That was way off. Then I go to right mode and I see the lit steps. So this, and this. Now erased it again. So it's just my bass and drums. Okay. And exit right mode. So in performance mode, hold right. And it was, what was it? Something like that. And now I can also move the steps. So if I know that this was a bit late, I'll just hold it down. And you see it says copy. Then I can press another step to move it and then erase that again. So instead of playing here, it will now trigger here. And then I want to move this. And I want to move this as well. And you see whenever I'm holding, it will, for a little bit of time, it will activate that step and make that, it's kind of like copy and paste on your keyboard. So you hold it, copy, and then paste. And then I erased it by just pressing the same again. Okay, so now I'm happy with that pattern. So pattern 16 is my new hit, but I want to mix it up a bit with the existing pattern. So I just hold pattern and press another number. Something else that was already in here. So let me make a 2-bar loop. So I hold pattern 16. That was my pattern that we just did. And then maybe mix that together with, or in sequence with 15. So I keep holding pattern. I press any number of patterns and I make a pattern chain. So I'm chaining this together with this. So I will play this first and then this and then repeat. I press play. So I made a quick little 2-bar loop. That's basically how you would program and play on the on any pocket operator actually, but this one in particular. You have four voices, so 4 sounds can be heard at the same time. We had drums, we had some bass, and we had some melody. So now I have one more voice to use if I wanted to. Okay, let me go back to pattern 16. So we have play, we have write, those we covered. These are the step buttons, the 1 to 16. This is also how you select the different sounds. It's also how you select the different patterns. So you see they light up a bit more. And now I made a 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. So that's how you can extend your music, and of course you can do that live as well. So if I press play, just start with the 1, and then I want to go to my pattern 16. And then go to 13. and it won't shift until the next or the previous pattern has played all the 16 steps. So it will always be on beat. Something else that's really interesting when playing live with this, or when just jamming, are the effects. So this is right, this is play, this is the effects button. You see it's written under here, the effects. So I press play again, and now let's see which pattern we are. Pattern 13, right? Because this is blinking. Also, you can see that here. So this is playing just my loop. If I hold effects, I keep holding that, and then I'll trigger, or I'll hold any of the numbers here. So let's try 7. 8, 9. So triplets. So you can really remix the music that you made just by let's see how our pattern 16 sounds with when we apply some effects. Oops, sorry. This little stand is handy if you want to have it on the table. We also sell cases, of course. I think you have those. These come with a custom color red case, and the other one which I'm going to mention comes with a blue case as well. But right now I'm using it without the case, which is totally fine, and it's actually very durable. If you drop it though, the display might break, but otherwise it's very durable. So but you could always encourage people to get a case because it is a nicer feel, and it will add to the feeling. Okay, so pattern 16, quickly do some more effects. And I can record that as well. So if I hold, or I can go right, so I'm in edit mode here. I press play, and then I do my so that little sequence now turned into something completely different just by adding some effects. And if I want to erase the effects, I'll just record effect 16. That's clear effects basically. Then I go back to the original. Let's see if I can sample something, because that's the last thing that we want to do on this. So we had write, play, effects, and then we have record. And if I hold record, let's see if this works. I think it does. Yes, you can see that something is being picked up by my mic here. You can see that by the input meter here, the level, and when I snap my finger. So okay, sample, and then I see all my positions, all my sound positions that are filled already. So 1 to 4 are filled, and then these are melodic, and then these 13 to 16 are the drum ones. So I'm gonna record something to slot number 5. Sound 5 is gonna be my new recording, and then I hold rec, and as soon as I hold the button I want to record to, it will start recording. So I'll take it up and get my mouth closer a bit. So MoMA store. There we go. MoMA store. And so I'm gonna gain that a bit. So what I did is I sampled to number 5. MoMA store. Very good. And if I press effects, I see filter, I see trim, I see tone. So let's see. Can raise the volume a bit. And maybe sound like a chipmunk. We do have the PO35, which is the specific voice processing pocket operator. This can record voice as well, but it can record any sound, and it doesn't have all the effects for voice, but it's more competent when it comes to sequencing. Okay, so I have my music. I want to have moment store. I want to have moment store. Okay, so I'll press play, and then I'm going to hold right and record that. Moment store. Moment store. Moment store. I think it's a hit, right? What do you think, guys? Okay, we just made a quick start guide that we will upload. So this is the basics, how to get started. Let's see if we can move this. I locked it. There we go. And how you power up, how you do the volume. So basically, you can have this in the store and just have this at hand, so you can be experts right away. So get started, make a beat, and then more information here. And of course, there are a lot of YouTube tutorials as well by us and by other content creators. This is the same price as the PO33, which is based on. It's the only thing different is the factory content, the original samples from the game is in here. It's licensed by Capcom, or it's a license from Capcom, so it's an official product. Otherwise, functionality is the same as the PO33. Let me be Jack in the Box again. There we go. Cute. This is what I wanted to say, and I'll show you how to get the batteries out. I usually do like this on my thumb here. You have to be a bit careful with the solderings here, but just don't do like this. So to reset it, you would hold right, you would hold pattern, and you would power it on. So usually I just I put the batteries in. There we go, like this. It starts up right away. And then I hold right, hold pattern, and then I just, let's see if I can, yeah, that's going to be visible. So right pattern, and then this little flick here, very careful, and then it will start resetting. And because it's some content that needs to be generated, it will take some time, but then it will be a box fresh experience again, factory reset to all the original content. So the user can record whatever he or she wants, and just go crazy with it. Nothing's gonna be erased. So it's just you can always go back to factory state. Thank you.